Hey there, how you doing? I had an interesting conversation with a business owner today that one of the reasons that they were in business was to pay their bills, and they found it paying their bills is very stressful. However, they are in their business, they're managing to pay their bills. In fact, that's all they're actually doing is managing to pay the bills. And so it's funny, I've often told this story about the bill mentality that people have that stops them from actually achieving the kind of revenue that they want to achieve because they're focused on the wrong thing. So let me explain the bill mentality just to give you some perspective. How you doing? Good to see you here, Michael. How are you? So the bill mentality idea comes from the scenario that we all may or may not have faced at some times, where we end up with a huge bunch of bills all coming at the same time, and this creates stress. This creates the fact that we've got more bills than perhaps we have income to pay the bills. And so what happens in that moment is we start to rationalize our bills. So we start to plan and budget out how we're going to actually pay for those bills. So we might set a deadline or a date, or we might even stretch the payments if we can, so that we can accommodate some level of cash flow. And invariably what happens, we then start to look for ways to generate the revenue or the cash or the capital to go and pay for those bills. And so we start selling things. We start, talking to clients. We start making some sales. We start bringing in some cash flow, some income. We might even sell some stuff on eBay to pay these ever-mounting bills that are causing stress. And so what happens is, funnily enough, we're going through the motions of making sure that we're taking care of our bills. And we want to take care of our bills because we know that that's our responsibility. And what happens is, just at the last moment, we get a windfall. A client deposit lands, a tax refund check comes, a friend that borrowed money from you ends up paying you back the money. But you end up with a windfall, and this windfall not only covers the bills, but it also gives you just that little bit extra, enough to go and perhaps go and have dinner or go to the movies or do something nice for yourself. So all of a sudden, then you've taken care of your bills and you've got a little bit extra, and it's like there's this relief that occurs. And the funny thing is that if we think about what I've just described to you in the process of this bill mentality, is we planned to pay for the bill. And we were able, through our efforts, through our work, to be able to manifest the revenue or the cash that we needed to go and pay the bill. And we got that little bit extra, that little buffer. Not only did we pay the bill, but we have that little bit extra to treat ourselves or to do something nice for ourselves. And so in this scenario, what happens is, mentally what we've done is we have only worked to pay for the bills. We actually didn't work to want more. We didn't ask for more. We only asked for enough money to cover the expenses or to cover the cost of our bills. And that's bill mentality. And we find ourselves often at times, or I wouldn't say often, but at certain times, we find ourselves in this cycle that we've got to create the revenue to go and take care of the bill. And so that's exactly what we do. We manifest the revenue to take care of the bill, right? So what if we actually didn't have to stress about bills ever again? And now we're having, you'll notice that there is a public announcement about to occur on the beach here, telling people that the surf lifesaving guards are quitting for the day, and that if they hang around in the water, they can be eaten by sharks, and they take no liability or responsibility for you being eaten by a shark. So that's what's happening right now, just in front of me here on the beach. In fact, I can show you the lifeguards are packing up for the day as we speak. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what's happening in front of me in this quite picturesque place on the beach. So, getting back to the bill mentality. G'day, Michael, thank you. So if we have this bill mentality, we're only going to work towards paying the bill. So the way to avoid the stress of the bill mentality is to ask for more, to work towards planning and asking for more revenue than it is required to just pay the bills, but also to create the resources and to create the opportunities that you have, that your business is designed to do. It's designed to give you the opportunity to leverage and generate income or revenue beyond what your needs are sometimes, but more importantly, to want more, so that you're resourced to do certain things that you'd like to do, because that's one of the reasons, or one of the benefits of being in a business, that it offers you the leverage to generate far more capital at a higher value than if you were working for somebody else for an hourly rate. So understand that you can never be stressed about bills again if you focus your energy on not the bill mentality, but the surplus mentality. So we want to ask, instead of working towards our bills, we want to ask for more. We want to lay down the foundations or the plans and the processes that we actually generate more than what we're asking for in our businesses. And ultimately, I find that people are working their businesses sometimes day to day, week to week, paycheck to paycheck. And the reason for that is there's no vision, there's no plan, there's no outline or outcome that generates a level of consistency that can help you to scale and leverage your opportunities. You're always going to have the opportunity to generate revenue and cash in your business when you focus on it, whether it's in times of stressful finances or whether it's in time where you have surplus. You always have the opportunity to make the choices to move forward and grow and make your business work for you in this idea. So to talk about getting rid of the bill mentality, the idea is consistency and no grand gestures. I hear people saying, I want to double my business, I want to triple my business, I want to quadruple my business out there. And those are all grand aspirations and that we either announce to others or announce to ourselves. But ultimately, if I look at all my friends and people that I've known and my mentors who have built significant businesses, they've done it with consistency. They have done it through thick and thin, through hard and easy. There is this going along consistently, making sure they're making slight adjustments along the way to improve. Sometimes they're fortunate enough to experience the hockey stick curve. Sometimes they'll plateau, but the consistency is what is going to create the opportunity. So the goal in most small agency businesses is that you want to be generating at least 2 clients a month. 2 clients a month, that's 24 clients a year. At 24 clients a year, paying you $3,000 a month in recurring revenue on average is about $800,000 or $820,000 in annualized income, pretty close to the $1 million mark. 27 clients will get you to the $1 million mark of $84,000 a month in recurring revenue. 2 clients per month. The other thing that you want to keep an eye out for is how long it's taking you to generate a client. If you're not generating a client every month and you haven't generated a client in 60 days, your business is in trouble. You need to be making sure that month to month you are bringing in sales opportunities for your business so that you can grow. So keep it really simple. What do you have to do to go and generate 2 clients? How many conversations do you have? You might need to have between 6 and 8 conversations to be able to generate those 2 clients. 6 and 8 conversations is 2 conversations a week. 2 conversations a week. 5 days, 40 hours to have 2 conversations. It doesn't sound like a lot, but the majority of people, when asked this question, how much time do you invest in income generating activity for your business, how much time you invest in the conversations so that you can grow your business, most people are lucky if they're spending half an hour a week trying to have a conversation. Understand what you focus on most becomes your reality. If you focus on the lack of clients, the lack of revenue, the surplus of bills, right, then that is going to be the reflection of where your business is at. If you focus on the consistency, to add value, to grow, to bring clients on board, to improve your sales process, to improve your customer acquisition, to be consistent in offering out there into the marketplace, you're going to dramatically change the game and the landscape of your business. And this is where your learning curve is going to be the greatest. Understand that 80% of your energy leading up to a $1 million plus business is going to be sales and marketing. 20% on fulfillment. You can always buy fulfillment, but sales and marketing is where the energy needs to be invested. That's where your skills need to be improved. That's where you need to invest your money for your opportunities so that you can actually scale and grow. And this way, you'll put yourself in a position where you won't have to stress about the bills that you might have to pay or might not have to pay in your business. So, thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your comments. If you found these ideas and some of these tactics useful, please share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.